show you how to make some kick panel speakers. We're going to do some components. So we're going to put them in this area right here, and the speaker, the little tiny tweeter, will go in this area right here. So the kick panels, I'm going to show you how to make those for this particular area. That's area A. Now area B, because this is a convertible, we're going to go to the back and we're going to make some speakers back in this particular area here. Now we have to keep this open because the convertible top will eventually go in here. So we can't have anything obstructing the convertible top. So we're going to make a speaker box that will go back here. That will be part B. So let's get together and let's find out how I made my kick panels for this 61 Impala convertible. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here we are, kick panels. We're going to make some speakers for the kick panels. The first thing we need to do is get some trace paper. You'll get your trace paper and some tape, and you'll tape the trace paper onto your kick panel work. Next, what you're going to want to do is you're going to make a little piece. You're going to cut out a little piece that you can hang the speaker onto your kick panel on the metal, where this little piece of wood will grab to the metal. So once you get that all done, and then you put your speaker in here. There's your speaker. Put the speaker in there. You're going to cut a little hole out right here, and that little hole is this little area right here that you want the speaker to go in here, but yet you don't want it to touch it. So you make a little hole right there. Once you get your diagram ready to cut, everything looks good, and you'll get your ply board and you'll cut it out. And it'll look like this. So this little piece is going to hold your speaker, and it will attach to your kick panel metal. So you get some wood screws, and you will attach this piece of wood to your kick panel opening. Now you have a hole here for your speaker to go through, and you're going to have your speaker screws that will hold the speaker on there. So it kind of looks like this. Looks kind of like that. That will hold your speaker in place. Now once your speaker is put in place, the screws are mounted onto the metal. Now we're going to cover the speakers. So now we're going to go to another part, and I'll show you how that looks. It's basically the same thing that we're going to do, but now we're going to cover the entire kick panel. So what you'll do is put the same thing back up, tape it up, and go around the edges of your entire kick panel. And once you get that particular mold ready to go, it'll look something like this. You'll do your special cuts in there, however it needs for that particular area for your kick panel. Once you get that done, then the tweeter goes in. This is like a 1.5 inch hole. You just drill, you put the tweeter in. It has a mounting bracket in the back that will hold the little tweeter. And then I decided to go with some wire mesh, so I cut some wire mesh out. This is how I attached it. You just get some big washers in the back, and this basically will end up covering the little woofer in there. And I'll show you how it looks in a minute. So it's not that difficult. You just get trace paper, trace out your speaker grill holding. Then once that one is done, then you do the entire kick panel, trace it out, put it back up, make sure everything fits. Then you transfer the paper onto your wood like this. And you may have to do a little trimming, but it's pretty simple. Okay? Now let me show you how this looks in the car. Okay, we have installed the woofer already in there, the mid-range, I should say, but it's already there. Now we're going to look at it and see how it looks with the actual panel covering the speaker. And it already has the tweeter already in there. So let's check it out, see how it looks. Wow, take a look at that. How does that look? Isn't that gorgeous? That's how it's going to look. It's going to get all upholstered and everything, but we also have wind lace. I'll go in here and it'll connect into that. But that's basically it. those are the panels for the front. That's how you do it. The next job that we're going to do is, what are we going to do for the back, where we have the convertible rack sitting in here, but we want some speakers. We'll get to that right now. I'll show you how that's done. Okay, we are back. Now we're going to make us a little woofer box for the back area, and the woofer box is going to look like this right here. What we're going to do is, it needs 4 panels, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to cut those about 35 inches long. We need 4 of those. They're going to be 7 3/4 wide, 4 of those, and they're going to be 3/4 inch thick. Now what I did was I just went and got some common board over at any hardware store or lumber yard, but this is what it is. It's called common wood, and that's what I used, and I also used their length. But anyway, so we'll need 4 of those, and then we're going to need 2 caps. These are the caps that we're going to cap them on both sides. So you're going to need them to be about 7.5 inches wide and about 9 1/4 inches tall, and those will be the caps. So we'll have 2 of those and 4 of those. Now I don't know the size of hole that you're going to need. I'm using 8-inch woofers, so you will cut the hole according to what you're going to put in there as far as the woofers are. So the holes are going to change. These are for 8-inch woofers, so you'll make 2 holes in the front, and then you'll make 2 more holes in the back for the terminals, and I'll show you how that all goes. So now once you get all of this cut, I'm going to show you how the box looks like, and I'm also going to install the box in the back so you can see the depth and how much space it actually uses. Now I did put some insulation inside the box, so we cut down on all the vibration. So let me show you how the box looks like. That's next. Okay, we are back. So this is what it's going to look like once you put it all together with the wood screws. You're going to need wood screws, preferably maybe 1.5 inches. So this is how it looks. These holes are cut out for 8-inch woofers. Now before you put the top on this particular item, before you seal it, what I recommend is you use your wood glue and you go on all the corners, all the creases, wherever the wood has been joined together. You need to put some wood glue on there, so it'll cut down on all the air that might escape and give you a poor sounding box. So make sure you glue all your edges, corners, and joints together with wood glue. So this is how that looks in the front, how it looks in the side. And remember that terminals that we're going to put on the box. These are the terminals. Once you wire the speakers from the inside, they'll come out to the terminals in the back. So depending on the type of terminals that you're going to run, that will determine the hole saw that you're going to need for the back. But this is basically done, and it does have some sound deadening material on the inside. So now let me go and show you how it looks in the car. And here we go. We're going to test it out and see what happens. The box is ready to go in. So we put the box in here very slowly. Got to make sure we have clearance for the convertible top that goes in there. Ooh, look at that. Well, you look at that. That's how this 8-inch box was made for the 61 Impala. So we still have a lot of room for the convertible to lay its top in here without any obstruction. Well, there you go. That's how I made my woofer box for my 61 Impala and my kick panels for this particular vehicle. You can do it however you want to do it. You can choose whatever woods you want to create and make your own boxes, but I chose something that was pretty simple, common wood, and we'll see how it goes. But anyway, when you're at the house, you're trying to do something, give it a shot. You never know, you might be able to do it. This is the Lord Grind signing out. Thank you for watching this episode. See you later.